what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Top Flight Podcast. You know what it is? You know what we're here to do? Back in studio today, beautiful Austin, Texas. I'm with the boys. We got Bali in studio today. We got B in here as well. Primo on the ones and twos, controlling the pod from the background behind the scenes. We got an interesting episode today for sure. Coming off of a 3-0 defeat to LAFC in LA at the BMO Stadium. It was definitely the Bouanga show. But before we get into the episode and introduce the boys, I do want to plug in the sponsor real quick. Shout out to Guadalupe Realtor. If you want information is on screen. If you have any questions on buying or selling a home in the AustinFC area, make sure to hit her up. Also want to plug in the website. Check out WeirdAustinTV.com for recent articles on Austin FC written by Scott, Full Board Critic, and my JC. Boys, Bali, I want to introduce you first, mate. How are you? I see you got the Austin FC cap on, mate. Difficult morning to be an Austin FC fan. How are you doing today?
Well, you know, H, I'm very, very hurt, bro. Very, very hurt. You know, I've been tough defeat last night. You know, it's been a bad weekend overall. But man, you know, it was a tough one, very tough. A lot of fans are upset, and you know, I'm very upset also. Very
upset, Bali. I can hear it just in the tone of your voice, and you are sitting here next to me to my right. I want to bring into the pod here, B, mate. Down bad. I feel it. I know it. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm doing better. It's been a pretty eventful weekend for me. I mean, despite not playing at home, a lot of stuff went down, you know, Friday to yesterday and then today. So, you know, we're here.
We are here. Primo, what's up, mate? How are you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. It's Easter today.
Oh, yeah.
I was with the fam earlier. Had something to eat, you know, get my mind off of this whole Austin
You still
thing.
got confetti on your hair, bro.
Yeah, bro. I still got confetti in my hair.
Yeah, he does.
Did you partake in Easter egg hunting, or were you hiding them?
Nah, I was just getting all the candy.
This guy, bro. This guy. Well, boys, let's get into the episode. We got a lot to talk about on the Austin FC side of things, of course. 3-0 defeat to LAFC, as mentioned before. I have a quote here from Josh Wolf, and then, Bali, I'm going to get your overall thoughts on the match. It says, "The first half was a strong first half. I think the ability to utilize the ball, to move the opponent, to break pressure was extremely good. And I didn't think they, LAFC, had many answers for it." That was Josh Wolf. He also goes on to say this. He says, "I mean, you got to give him a lot of credit. It's a deep team, continues to be a deep team, but it's not about depth. They have talent. You have talent all over the field. They are champions for a reason." That's Josh Wolf on Cherundolo, his coaching, and also, you know, the depth for LAFC. But Bali, I want your quick overall thoughts on last night's match before we get into deeper topics.
I mean, I agree. We were in the game for like the first 20 minutes, and then after that, you know, it was game over. You know, Bouanga embarrassed us. You know, that is a DP player. You know, that is an MVP player. He's on form right now. He's destroying everybody, and he destroyed us. He embarrassed us. You know, it was a tough second half, you know, because they were all over us. It could have been more. It should have been like 5-0, if I'm being honest. They had, what was it, 26 shots?
26 shots, yeah.
My God.
Oh, right. On that note, real quick before I get B in here, 26 shots for LAFC, 9 for Austin, 6 on target for LAFC, 4 only for Austin FC. The possession, of course, for Austin FC, it had to go with us. We had 52% possession, while LAFC only had 48. 500 passes for Austin, 474 for the LAFC side. The pass accuracy was pretty even, 83 and 84%. Fouls, 10 for LAFC, 7 for Austin, the Verde and Black. Cards, only 1 for Austin FC, I believe, went to Nick Lima after he came on trying to guard Dennis Bouanga. It's hard to guard that guy, I'm not going to lie. Corner kicks, LAFC definitely took advantage of those. They had 10. Austin FC only had 3. B, after hearing those numbers, mate, what were your overall thoughts on last night's match?
I mean, you know, we got put in our place, bro. Bouanga, like Bali said, is a true DP, like the definition of a DP. His performance is coming off the Champions League game midweek, and then now you're bringing in that form into us. You know, I was one of those thinking maybe, you know, with the international break coming in, our form wasn't good. We got a bit of a rest, a little break. You would think, okay, maybe we can get started again, and we looked just like we did before the break, and we got put in our place, bro. Simple as that. Yeah.
Spot on that, bro. We literally look the exact same as before the break. And remember in the last episode, I was saying I was one of the main advocates saying that, hey, we can come back from this break, perform well versus LA, and things could definitely change. Completely 180 from where we were at going into the break. But just like you said right now, we look very similar, bro.
And one thing also that stood out to me, it was the fact that, Moxie got the start and so did Fagu. So a lot of people were calling for them to step front. And they got that opportunity, and it didn't go well. Not just on them, but on the whole team. We got put in our place, bro. Humbled, 100%.
100%, man. Some more stats here real quick on the match. Denny Bouanga, the hat-trick hero. It was his show against AustinFC. He scored in minute 40, minute 57, and minute 68 to complete his hat-trick. And also quality goals, bro.
What a player,
Yeah.
bro. What a player,
Yeah,
bro.
great
Quality
finisher,
goal,
great
dude.
Finisher.
The assist on the first two goals, that nobody was really credited for assist on that first one. It is important to note that it does come off of like the back heel of one of the players for Austin FC. This is it right here. Look at that. Dribbling up front. Kind of goes off of Gallagher. Bouanga only needs an inch of space, and he buries it into the back of the net. We were actually talking about it before the pod. 4 players around him. He still is able to get the shot off, and not only does he get the shot off, but where the ball goes, we were saying how you couldn't put it in a better spot. Stuver was eliminated. He couldn't do anything about it, and that was his post.
I mean, off the post too, and then
Off the
what I
post.
like about the shot is that he got it off quick. Like it
Yes.
wasn't much about power, much
Look at
about
that.
anything.
4
He just,
players around him.
just get it off, and yeah.
That's a true striker instinct, Bali, isn't it? True striker right there. Maybe just proper DP, I guess you can say, man. Thoughts on that?
Nah, great striker. The guy's he's on fire right now, and he showed it last night, bro. Hat trick. He could have had more. Like I said, it could have been even worse, but they showed mercy. They honestly did.
Oof, difficult right there. Real quick, some subs. The subs that were made last night for Austin FC. We had Adam Lunkovic come in for Zankomanek in minute 62. Zardis came in for Urruti. B was noting that earlier, minute 62. Finley came on for Rigoni, minute 71. And Bruin came on to replace Dieguito Fagundes in minute 71. So Wolf making triple and double substitutions at a time. I want to move on to one of the deeper topics that we're going to discuss today on the Top Flight Pod, and it is how much patience are you going to give the attack? I have a quote here. I'm going to start off with you, Bali. It says, this is Wolf. He says, we have to score goals. Emi, Seba, Diego, Owen, Maxi, Jazzy. These guys have to score goals. We have to create goals. It's not about just keeping them up. We've got to find ways to be more dangerous. Thoughts on that, Josh Wolf? And answer the question, mate. How much more patience are you going to have with this attack, this front six? Not really completing anything at the top. Go ahead, Bali.
All right, well, Josh Wolf, how about you look at yourself first in the mirror, bro? Instead of trying to blame everything to your players, you have some to blame in this difficulty, this game plan that we're coming at, these tactics, these lineups. You have a lot to say in it. So how about you blame yourself? No, for the players, they showed no fight. The last 20 minutes in that game, those players gave up. They gave up. They weren't trying. Nobody was trying, bro. They gave up on that game. They're not playing for Josh Wolf right now. They are not playing for Wolf. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in him right now. They don't. That is the honest truth.
Are you alluding to a problem behind the scenes?
I don't know. I don't know because I'm not behind the scenes. Who knows? But the team doesn't look like it's connecting. It doesn't look like the same team as last year.
Oh, 100%. Night and day.
And it's very. And then I said this past couple of weeks I've been saying, I'm worried. And I had people calling me every single name under the sun. What do you have to say? What do you have to say to me now? But say it to me. Say it to me clear though. Be straight up with me like I am. Be straight up with me. What do you have to say to me now? I told you. We're collapsing. I'm worried about the season. I'm very, very worried. I'm worried about these next 5 games are huge for us.
I will say, Bali, that in the last couple episodes of the Top Flight podcast and also in the fan reactions outside Q2 Stadium, you have been saying that a lot of this was coming. And some fans can, they can be positive and they can try to add a optimistic spin on things, but it's difficult whenever a lot of the things you were saying a couple weeks ago, they're happening and they're starting to unfold right in front of our eyes, I guess you can say. But I want to bring in B, a more level-headed take, so you can take a little bit of a breather, Bali. I can hear you breathing from here. Just take a quick break, man. B, I have a quote here. It says, we have to be more goal-threatening. We have to arrive in the box. That was one of our best qualities last year. The willingness to arrive, the willingness to get balls in there, and then also sustain attacks. That's Wolf again on the attack, saying that it's not the same as last year, clearly. What are your thoughts on the attack? It's just not clicking, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is like you said, it's not the same team. We're not playing like the team we were because we're not the team we were, bro. We're a completely different team. New players have coming in. On your second question, I mean, look, bro. A lot of people were calling for Moxie, bro. A lot of people were fed up with Zardes. They're done with Zardes. They want. People were saying, why is Fagundes not starting in these games? Well, Fagundes starts after a rest. Moxie starts. They're clean. This is the players that a lot of people wanted to see that were trashing on Wolf for not playing these players. Why aren't you playing Maxi? Why aren't you playing Diego? Why? You put him on the team sheet for a huge game, and we collapse. And so at the end of the day, bro, like as far as patience, we have no chance but to give. We have no option but to give these guys patience and at least back the goals are gonna come, bro. Like, okay, it's getting a little tired of saying that. Like, you know, every week I say that and it doesn't come and I'm getting tired of saying it because I just want it to happen. But what else are we gonna do, bro? We've tried Diego, we've tried Finley, we've tried Zardes, we've tried Moxie, we've tried Owen, we've tried Valencia, we've tried Tarek, we've tried, who have we not? Redes has came in and almost won a game last time. We've tried these players, bro. You can bring up tactics, and sure, you know, maybe Wolf can switch it up. Maybe it's, I wouldn't say 6 games in to switch it up. My point is, we've seen everybody, bro. Like, who else do we bring? What other option do we have if not to keep trying to open the floodgates, keep trying to figure out a way to score goals? If we have to keep trying, bro.
I see what you're saying, mate. Bali, I want to ask you this question, mate. MLS 2023. 6 goals for, 10 goals against for AustinFC. 2022, we had 14 goals for and 5 goals against. Obviously, different attack situation from last season to what we have right now. I also want to point out that John Gallagher remains the team top scorer, still has 3 goals. Do you think that is a concern, Bali? Obviously, the record.
What kind of question is that, bro?
Do you think the concern is mainly with John Gallagher being the top scorer, or the fact that really just nobody around is scoring just like they were doing last season, mate?
I think all around, bro. I think our defense, you know, our forwards, you know, our front six, you know, so maybe our midfield too, our midfield depth. You know, I'm worried about a lot of stuff. It's getting to a point now when I'm very, very concerned, and I feel like we need to wake up. You know, it's time to go back to the drawing board, Josh Wolf. It's time to go back to the drawing board. You know, you have a team with you, you know, set up a new game plan, you know, come up with different tactics. Let's work some stuff out. Let's switch it up. And he to me, man, you know, it's very, 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 like you say, our right back is our top scorer. You know, that's a huge concern, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, you just brought in Zardes, and he hasn't scored for us. You know, nobody's scored. Rigoni comes in, nada. You know, it's bad right now. I think, to me, and maybe I'm a harsh. I think I should save it for when we talk about Wolf. Okay. You know, because I got something I want to say, to be honest, to the people.
Okay, I want to bring in B on that topic as well. Are you concerned that Gallagher right now is still our top scorer, and the fact that the goal scoring record from last season is completely different to what we have today?
Nah, man, it's not good when our right back is our top scorer, bro. Rigoni needs to be scoring. Hasn't scored. Zardes, these players are not performing, bro. Rigoni is not performing. Zardes is not performing. Moxie came off the bench, had hella performances coming off the bench. Can't do it when he starts. He started against Houston, bad performance. Started against LAFC, bad performance again. So we seen that. People are calling, why doesn't Diego start? Why doesn't Diego start? Well, maybe you saw why, bro. Maybe you saw why. Maybe Finley was given a shot. Maybe you saw why Redes came in, or who came in for Fagundes' game? Bruin came in. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, shuffling these players around, shuffling tactics. I mean, we could do that all day long, bro. Like, the players aren't performing. They're just not performing at DP. I mean, look, Bouanga. I mean, look, he's like he is the definition of a DP caliber player. Like, his performance.
That guy's insane.
That guy's insane. I mean, and to be honest, too, as well, like, I'm going to give LAFC their props, bro. We haven't really spoken it. But LAFC are champions, bro. They're fighting for the Champions League. They come off destroying Vancouver in the Champions League. Then they come and destroy us at home. They're competing for the top prize in this federation, bro. Like, could you imagine us going to León away in Mexico and then playing LAFC, bro? Like,
couldn't do it.
So I just put this in perspective, bro. Like, we were put in our place. it shows right now with literally our best lineup. LAFC rested some players. Some players
Six
changes. So it shows us where we're at quality wise. And this goes all over the board, bro. I'm not even. I accept the criticism towards Wolf, bro. I put it all over. Wolf, the players, the Rigoni not scoring. You're a DP player. What are you doing? Rezardes not scoring. Fagundes not playing up to the level that he's used to for us. It goes all over the board, and I think this game puts us in our place, bro.
Interesting point, B. I do want to say that whenever LAFC started bringing on Carlos Vela, bringing on Ryan Hollingshead, the game was already wrapped up and done.
Bro.
I was like, oh my days, this is showing the kind of strength, the flex, the caliber that teams like LAFC have. But I want to point this out. This is a tweet from Kevin Morris at Soccer Out. If you don't follow this guy in the Austin FC community, make sure to give him a follow. One of my favorite must-follow accounts for the Austin FC community, especially during game days, because this dude helps break down the games very, very, very well. This is a very interesting tweet that he put out on the screen, boys. You can see the average positioning for the Austin FC players, and what his tweet says, he says, Wolf has to move back to building from a back four. The left wing has become completely neutraled by the formation changed. To build overloads on that side, we are pulling either Danny or Drusi out of the midfield and playing them wide. Now, this ties into what Dani Pereira had to say after the game. He actually came out and spoke to the media. Dani Pereira, such a professional young player, bro. I mean, he has came out and gave his face, shown face whenever other senior players have not came out and talked to the media. Danny goes on to say, LAFC is one of the best teams, if not the best team in MLS, the league. We must keep improving. We're playing with a different formation, and we have to finish perfecting it. The new formation, what we're trying to perfect, well, that's what I'm bringing up here, Kevin Morris's tweet, which is building from the back. B, do you think Austin FC, just real quick, has to go back to that four? Obviously, right now, we're struggling. Julio, our main guys, our center backs are not available. Does Josh Wolf need to go back to building back from that back four, bro?
Well, I mean,
we're hurting.
Bali's saying go back to the whiteboard, and in a sense, I don't know, like just the severity of our defeats. It's kind of making it like yes, I would say yes, but I mean, how many games are we in the season? And it's just, I would hate to start scrambling, bro. Like, I get it that something needs to happen, right? Something needs to happen. We need to score goals. It's not working. But to me, to start scrambling and start just we've played almost every player that we have. Man, sure. Let's do that. Let's play with the back four. Look, I guess I'm having a hard time trying to get out. Like, what is Wolf's mentality on this? Like, does he have a system that he dreams of playing that he sees that this team can play?
We know what that system is. It's Wolf ball.
Yeah, so does he? How is his mentality? Does he feel like this team can manage to perfect this new system, even though it means that we're struggling right now and we're suffering trying to get the system going? And maybe some of the players don't want to play this system, bro.
Oh, I think that's what the case is 100%.
Okay,
a lot of these players don't want to play this system, this back three. And I think Diego Fagundes is one of the players that sacrificed in this new system, bro.
Well, maybe this new system, doesn't suit Diego. Maybe it doesn't suit him, causes performance. Maybe a different system would make Diego play better. A different system would make certain other players play better. But I guess it all comes down to the mentality of Wolf, bro. Like, if I'm... Like, okay, if it was me, bro, like if I had these players, which what's more important, bro? The idea of how you want to play or to make us play good now? And just kind of keep that going.
That's a good point.
Or just struggle and hopefully these players can back you and trying to force and get better at this system rather than to just give up already. You know what I mean?
I want to bring you in on the point that we're on right now about this average positioning for the players. We see Drusi, Fagundes, and Zan Komanik pretty much on top of each other on that left side. Nothing going forward. There's no presence on the LAFC side of the field. This back three, it's toxic. It's a cancer almost for Austin FC last season. What are your thoughts on what we see here on screen and what Kevin Morris had to say? Do we need to go back to building up from the back four?
I think we do. I think that we have to go back to the back four. I think that will suit us best. But at the end of the day, it's on Wolf. It's his job. He has to fix it now. You have to fix it. You have to put in a new game plan together. And to me right now, the team is struggling, bro. Players are struggling. Drusi is not the same guy. Drusi is no MVP.
Whoa.
Are you serious?
Whoa,
Drusi's
whoa,
no
whoa,
MVP
whoa,
right
whoa.
now. He's struggling out there. Drusi's struggling, bro. He wants to, he's lost out there. He knows that the team isn't playing well, bro.
Look
You
at
know?
him. Look at him sucked out over here, brother.
I
Look
understand.
At him, look
I
at him
understand.
sucked out to the
I
left,
understand,
brother.
and he's struggling. This system, it's hurting Drusi. But at the same time, Josh Wolf now he has to fix it. It's his job. It's on you. It's your team. You have to motivate these players. The players are not motivated right now. Okay, you go talk to them and you motivate them. You get them ready for the game. You encourage them. You give them that extra boost. That's what you do. So it's a huge job. It's a huge job for him, to be honest. And like I said, the pressure's on.
One of the last couple of things that I do want to touch up on really how much patience we're going to have with the attack and what we have to change, I guess you could say, before we go on to talk on Mr. Josh Wolf. I do want to point out that this is the second shutout of the season for the attack for AustinFC. We got shutout versus LAFC and got shutout versus Houston, who is flying high right now, by the way. Hector Herrera, badass goal. What's his name? Bassi? Another PK by him, but this is not about Houston. And also, I do want to point out that Primo mentioned this crazy stat, and I want to bring in Primo on this, mate. Primo, what was that crazy stat that you were telling us about whenever we were driving over here?
The Rigoni one.
The Rigoni one, mate.
The Rigoni
It's kind
one.
of scary, bro. I had to search this up.
I looked it up a few weeks ago, and it's Rigoni hasn't scored in over a year.
A year and some change.
Professional
bro.
goal?
A year and a
No
month?
professional goal, no nothing.
In over a year.
In over a year, it's been like a year and a couple of weeks.
Did he play with Sao Paulo, no, last?
Yeah.
Yes. So I went to Transfer Market after that because Transfer Market is one of the sites that kind of has this kind of on deck, quicker, I guess you could say. And in the season 2022, looks like he scored a couple, maybe just what we got here. Let's see. The goals are. Let's see the minutes, type of goal. Okay, so there it is. So the last goal that he scored was against Botafogo in a 2-1 victory. He was playing center forward. So maybe that's where we need to put him, y'all. Not on the wing. In a 2-1 victory, Rigoni scored, and this game was played March 19th of 2022 at 8 p.m.
Wow.
8 p.m. Maybe that's the time we need to play.
So a year and a month.
How many goals?
A
But
year and a month.
A year and a month.
How many goals?
A year and a month. almost,
What a
yeah.
joke, man.
What was the goals
What
before
a
that?
joke,
though?
man.
Like, was he? You gotta take a look at it in a bigger context. Like, did he just drop off at nowhere? Was he just scoring one or two here or there?
I mean,
I don't know, you
in
gotta
the
look
season
more into it.
2022, bro, there's only 2 slots. And then the season 2021 looks like he had a bit more of a good time scoring goals. 2021 was much better. Something happened, bro. In 2022, from there, it's just been downhill for Emiliano Rigoni. And it's a little bit of a concern that the FO or the people that are recruiting these players didn't see this. They didn't see these numbers. I mean,
Nah, bro,
something
you gotta-
must have sparked their interest to bring this guy to the club. And it obviously it's not the goals.
I mean, Drusi,
Obviously,
I
it's
heard
not the goals.
Drusi was a big spokesperson for him as well. But
I don't even know.
this is
brother.
it's a hell of a drought, bro. It's a hell of a drought.
I want to move on to Josh Wolf. We got to talk about this. One of the topics that I had to add into the podcast today, and it's because I've been seeing it everywhere. I can't escape it on Instagram. I can't escape it on Twitter. Can't escape it. Primo was saying that the Facebook group is actually going wild with this debate as well. Maybe it sparked a little bit by the whole Brian Bros and Bali Army situation. Bali, you were a big advocate of this statement in season 1 whenever things were not good. Since the very get-go, you said that this guy was not even didn't have the resume, I guess, to be head coach of Austin FC.
He had
And
no resume.
and who is this guy? This guy is Josh Wolf. And the topic of this little segment is fans are saying Wolf out. Is it deserved, or does he need more time to turn this around? It is important to note that Josh Wolf has signed a contract and he is coach with Austin FC until 2025. He got that extension. It is important to note that this is the team that has been built by Josh Wolf. We have no sporting director. So Wolf is really the only one that is still left from building this team. This is his team, right? Let's see. And also I want to know, what coach would you hire? Because a lot of people are also being fed up. They're saying you can't just say Josh Wolf and just dip. If you want to take Wolf out, you got to give us somebody that you want to replace him with. And I think that's fair. I honestly think that's very fair. So, Bali, I want to get your take on really the atmosphere that's around the Austin FC community right now and the pressure, the heat that's starting to be shown to Josh Wolf. This season, it's definitely different.
Oh, yeah. The pressure's on. Like I said, the pressure is on. You know, he has to get it together. You know, and to me, you know, I'll give him. He has until Dallas at home, which is 5 games. He has to get a W in one of those games. He has to get a W. If not, because I truly believe this in my heart. I truly believe this. I truly believe that we will never win anything with Josh Wolf. I truly believe that in my heart. Honestly, I can tell you that straight up. I honestly believe that, bro. That we will never win anything with Josh Wolf. I honestly do. So I'll give him the next 5 games.
I mean, we're 2 games away from the biggest trophy in our country.
The Open Cup, right?
No, we were in the
I'm sorry,
finals.
which one?
We're in the conference finals.
Okay,
We're 2 games
okay.
away from
I see what
winning
you're
the
saying.
best thing that he could possibly win here. I mean, that says something to me.
Bali,
Yeah.
I do want to read some of the comments here from the Instagram post that we made this morning. The quote that Josh Wolf said in the press conference. We also shared the video there if you want to check it out. We're Austin TV on Instagram. I want to read some comments. Obviously, we have takes here from Bali and B. I'm gonna get your take right now. But I want to read some comments from the fans on Instagram. This is from Ryan Brack 91. He says, I'm tired of the dismissive tone of his comments after getting embarrassed again. Wolf is lacking in sense of urgency. Thought this beatdown was going to humble our coach, but it seems that it hasn't done that, unfortunately. Dr. Bayati _ Perio says, in football, the second half is the coach's half. I hate the fact that Josh never admits that he is responsible for anything. Some honorary ball sack said, Wolf effectively picks his guys, coaches his guys. Then he blames them every last time. His system is BS. He's lost the team. Bye, Felicia. Somebody else says, the coach for AustinFC is failing us. Let's see. Maybe one more comment I'll read. This is from Franken Baller. He says, 40 solid minutes of football last night, and then Cherundolo made adjustments. Something Wolf is incapable of. It's like he isn't watching the same game. B, thoughts on that, mate?
Look at Alvaro's.
Alvaro.
I'm looking at the comments. Look, bro, Bali's right, bro. He has no choice but to fix this. I mean, what are we gonna start signing players right now? No, I mean, we got the players. We've seen almost every player in this squad play, bro. Like at least some minutes, right? We've seen almost every player, bro. We emptied our bench against Villette. Maybe that bit us in the ass. But he has no choice but to fix this. And I think when Wolf signed that long contract extension, I think that the ownership and I think everybody was in agreement that this was going to be a long-term process, and that they, what I'm most concerned about is what's better, calling out Wolf's lack of experience, like. If there's pressure, if their locker room is kind of shaky, which it seems like it is because maybe the players aren't buying into his system, does he pull the card like he did on Toto and just be like, nah, bro, like we're going to play the way I want to play, and causing the team to give us these results, and maybe he would have to give up and try to change up a system that's not really what he wants to do, but will make the players play a little bit better. It all comes down to that, but either way, Bali's right. I mean, he has to fix this. We have no choice. He's got to figure something out to start scoring goals, and I'm not calling for him. We'll foul this and that. I'm gonna keep backing him, and I'm hoping he can figure it out, bro.
Bali, I have to ask you, mate. How does it feel to hear B finally say Bali was right? He's saying it right now.
But clarify what I said. I said he's right about Wolf needs to fix this.
Oh, okay.
Wolf needs to fix this, bro.
How does it feel right now, mate? It feels like Bali's army just got a dub.
What happened last season, though? I didn't.
Right now, I hear B. Thank you, B. But I don't care what you say right now. You could have said it at first and you disrespected me, so it's fine, bro. I move on. This is for the people, and then let's be honest now, because people and. Someone on the space yesterday said, the FO isn't going to pressure Wolf. They're making money right now,
Sell out crowd.
20,000 at the stadium, jersey, everyone's buying the jersey. Beer showers, all the new technology in the stadium, now you can really spend that money, okay? Well, now we want expectations now, okay? We want to win something now, and right now it's not good enough. So people are saying there's no pressure. We will bring on the pressure. Cause that's what I'm here for. If it's not working, if I don't like how stuff is going, I'm not gonna sit there and let us go down like that. Go defeat after defeat, year after year, with nothing to show, no trophies, no nothing. Are you dumb?
Copa Texas?
Copa. Is that what you want, Nate?
No,
Is that what
no,
you
no,
want,
no,
Nate?
no, no, no.
Is
but
that the
I'm
level?
just-
Is that
no,
the
no,
level
no,
that
no.
you're putting yourself
No,
at?
no, no. But I'm just mentioning it as something that the team has achieved in its short history.
You can't
Copa
cap
Tejas
though.
is
We
something.
cared a lot about that.
We cared a lot about Copa Tejas. I'm just trying to show some kind of silverware.
To me, Wolf bought, bro. Did not this what he did last year just kind of go away, bro? Do you like when you're thinking about this stuff? Doesn't that come in your mind? Like, hey, like we did a lot of great things last season, and we got a lot of new players, and those players that come in are not performing. The main two players, Rigoni and Zardes, are not scoring goals. Like, to me, I take all that into account, bro. And I get your frustration, and I love the fans. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna say I love the fans that say, I'm going to bring the pressure. The Bali Army motto is, I'm going to bring the pressure. I'm going to keep this club at a high standard and expectation. And honestly, I love that, bro, because it's true. We should be upset at this defeat. But we essentially played if the best team in MLS, if not probably the best team in CONCACAF. And we got put on our place, and now we know where we are. We know where we are, bro. And it is what it is. Like, Wolf has to fix it, no doubt.
And on all those people saying, "Oh, it's a marathon." Hey, you can go ahead and run your own marathon. I don't want nothing to do with that. Go ahead, run it. Go. I'll go run my own. I'll go run my own.
Drag race.
We have some more comments here. It says, Anel623 said, I don't have anything negative to say about our team. We started off strong. We pressed. The chemistry looked better. In my opinion, we didn't lose to LAFC. We lost to Bouanga. Hats off to that man for real. Kind of tying into what you had to say.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that comment. Yeah, this guy, I mean, we looked at the goals, bro. The goals were crazy. I mean, the third one, too. The first one, I mean, Jesus, this guy, he killed us, bro. He killed us. And to all the good passing, the possession that we had in the beginning, it all went to, it all didn't amount to nothing. And that's been our problem is we can't score goals. And our DP player, Rigoni, hasn't been scoring. And Zardes hasn't been scoring. So we're just not performing. And, you know, one thing that I'm scared of and one thing that I don't want to hear, bro, in the rumblings of rumors and stuff or what's going on in the locker room, what I don't want to hear is anybody put down tools, bro. Nobody better put down any tools, bro. Like, that is the worst thing that, to me,
What
personally.
does that mean? What does that mean?
That means not playing. Nah, like, this system sucks. This is not where I play better. I'm good.
Sheesh.
And I do not want to hear nobody put down tools, bro. You're paid to come through and do a job.
100%.
And if it's not
100%.
working, if it's not working, then guess who's getting the heat? Wolf is getting the heat. So you do your job and try to play your ass off for this team, and sooner or later, I mean, Wolf is gonna get the heat. So I just don't want to hear anybody put down tools, bro. Or I don't want to hear little factions with 3 or 4 players getting together and be like, hey, like, nah, bro, like. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want that. I don't.
Honestly, you must know a lot about that. Chelsea has had problems like that. Chelsea
bro.
has like problems.
Yes,
problems
bro.
like
You know, and I get the high standards and expectations, bro. And I do love it. I said it earlier that the fans that follow Bali, they like to say that, and I agree with that. Put pressure on the squad, like who the FO isn't putting pressure, and I agree with that. Like, this team is about making money in the MLS. There is no relegation. We're essentially in the last playoff spot. If you had to compare that, pretend that's the Premier League, we're like in top 4. And that's the standards. We're in 9th place, but for an MLS team, we're in playoffs.
top 6. I wouldn't
Top
say top
okay,
4.
but like, you know,
Top 6.
top 6 or whatever. But if we make playoffs, I mean, isn't that
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Okay.
Make
Go-
playoffs.
hey,
that's
go-
the goal,
make-
and then
you
it's a
want-
whole new
You
tournament.
want to make you want
Then it's a whole new tournament.
You want to make playoffs playing like this?
We're in
You want to
9th.
go? You want to go get embarrassed?
We're playing
in
like
playoffs.
this, and we're
Is that
in
what you
9th.
want?
We're Primo got it right there. Look, we have a game in hand, and we're in 9th place. We win our game in hand, and
We're
we go
struggling,
to
bro.
we go to 7. I know, bro. Look, I get you, Bali. Like, I agree, bro. We're struggling. We're shit. We got. I absolutely put in our place. But my argument that I'm posing, and I don't know if it's a good one, but I'm saying is, we win our game in hand. We go to 6. Is your goal not to make playoffs? Do we not want to compete in these playoffs? You look at what we're going on. Our players can't score a goal to save their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I take all that to account, bro.
With that note, boys, I want to go on to the next topic, which is Vancouver. We are talking about the table, but I want to read one more comment. This is from account David.Zuccarelli. I think Zuccarelli. People saying Wolf out must have the memory of a speck of bacteria. This comment just stuck out to me, and I had to make sure to read it on the pod today. Must have the memory of a speck of bacteria, mate. Just wanted to read that.
Well, I mean, look, that's what I was saying. Is like, do we not remember last year, bro? We were literally 2 games away from winning the best, winning the MLS Cup, mate. Yeah. We were 2 wins away from winning the MLS Cup. And to me, all the stuff, not having a 9, Druzy going off for us, everything was fine. You know, the wolf out was non-existent. And we're 6 games into the season. But look, hey, I can't say anything because then higher your expectations, B. Have your expectations up here. You better expect everything. Yes, I do want to expect. I expect highly. I want to win everything with this club. But I take everything into account, bro.
100%.
Everything.
Look,
Now, go ahead, Bali. Go ahead.
Look, B. You know, okay, it's fine. You know, you agree with me. It's cool. You know, my fear is this manager losing the locker room, bro. You know, like I said, what did I say last week? Do you remember what I said to you, B?
No,
hold on. You remember what I said? I said, you lose that locker room, you lose your job.
How would you lose a locker room, though?
Well, I don't
Give
know.
me an
B.
example.
You know,
Give me an example.
Well, the players not agreeing with
So
you.
put down
players
tools.
Not liking your
So
tactics.
tools are put down?
No, but at the same time, you have to put a system that your players are gonna like, so they can buy into the system, and you could be a successful team.
So
if they don't buy into your system, it's not gonna be a successful team.
That's what I mentioned
just be
earlier,
real.
bro. I don't want to hear anybody putting down tools. You lose a locker room when your players don't play for you.
Come on.
When your players don't play for you, you're putting down tools. So you're just saying, hey, look, we're not going to do your system, bro, because we're not playing good and we don't believe in your system. To me, that seems like you're putting down tools, bro. You know what we know what the term putting down tools is. We talk a lot about it in the trade. It's like when you're in the work trade.
When you just give up.
When you put your tools down, bro.
Yeah.
You're out working, you put your tools down and you're like, nah, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that, bro.
You done, B? Can I talk now?
Go ahead,
B?
go
You done,
ahead.
B? All right,
Go ahead,
B. Okay, it's fine, B. You know what? And a lot of people were laughing at me. You said, Bali, you're dumb. They won't get rid of Josh Wolf. It's a long-term project. He's here for 2 more years. He's going to be here. Look, it takes one player, and I'll name you that player, Sebastian Drusi. If he tells AP, you know what, AP, Anthony, let's go downtown. I got dinner, and it's on me. Let's go have dinner.
Have a talk.
And they have a talk, and Drusi says, you know what, AP, you know, Josh is losing the locker room, man. You know, we're not buying into the system. There's a lot of problems in the team. You know, I'm here. I signed a long contract with you here in Austin. I want to win something. You know, I'm 26 years old. You know, I want to win something here, and then maybe go on to my future. So I feel like we need to switch it up. AP makes that call and gets rid of him like this.
You know what?
I promise you, he does.
You know what I say to that is if Juicy, the way his character, the way that I see him, the way he is, I don't see him a guy that would just skip over Wolf. I think he would go to Wolf himself first and hash it out, the discussion.
Oh,
there.
of course.
Not
but
just go to AP and be like, hey,
AP
AP.
makes the final decision, though.
Bro, I'm
You
pretty
know?
sure Wolf knows that Juicy is the club's best player, bro.
Of
Like,
course.
if Juicy has an issue, he needs to go talk to Wolf.
I have a question though that ties into that character
Yeah.
point that you just made.
Yeah.
I want to know what the BTS behind the scenes story was of Drusi getting that captain band, because rumor is that Drusi went directly to the gaffer and asked for the badge. So could Drusi go directly to AP, going to Bonley's point, and ask for a new gaffer, or maybe, maybe, you know, because fans are saying that we do have to name somebody that should or could replace Wolf.
Yeah.
We have Davey.
To be
Our
honest,
new-
bro, this talk, it's to me, this is just to me, right? It's wild, bro, that we're
It is very wild.
To me, that we're talking about this is wild to me. To me, I don't
Bro,
even.
B, that
like,
happens when
it's
you
wild.
lose. That
I
happens
get
when
it.
you lose a locker room, B.
Yeah, bro.
That's the reality.
I know.
That's the reality of football. That's the
I
reality
do.
of soccer,
Bro,
bro.
I know,
You know,
bro.
when the players
know.
are not happy with the manager, you know, what are they going to do? They're not going to play
They're
for
gonna
him,
put
bro.
down tools.
They're not going to play, and they're going to get rid of him.
Question.
That's the reality.
To close out on this Wolf out, Wolf in subject segment debate, I want to just ask you and give me the quickest, most direct answer you could give me. Obviously, Josh Wolf is going to be here until 2025 based off of his contract, but would you be okay with letting him go mid-season, or are you gonna see him out obviously to the end of the year?
If this continues, you know, I give him 5. He needs to get at least the result in the next 5 games, at least a win. Give me something. Give me something to work with. If he gets a win and this continues, and we still show that we're struggling out on the field, I'll let him go half season, and I'll let Davey step in. I'll let Davey take over the team.
Okay. B, same question.
Davey Arnoud.
Davey
That's-
Arnoud.
that's
Davey
I'll
wild.
let
Arnoud.
him come in and
Davey
take over
Arnoud.
the
That's
team.
wild.
B, same question
I'll be
goes
real
to
with
you.
you.
That's
wild to sack a coach
That's
mid-season like Josh Wolf, especially
Yeah.
after the success that we had season
I
2.
feel weird talking about it, but all right.
At the end of the season, though, if
Yeah.
the results are not there, we don't make playoffs, Are you
Okay.
going to be thinking, hey, you know what? Maybe Bali was onto something.
Look,
what are your
it's
thoughts
gonna
on that?
it's gonna come down to the manner in which we don't, right? If we're like not even close to the playoffs and it's like a lot of games left and we're like, then we gotta win out to make it. That's different than if we're fighting for it to the end. I say it like this, bro. We win our game in hand. We're 10th points, 5 points off second place St. Louis. Think about it. I know we came off of smacking potentially the best team in the CONCACAF. Not only in the MLS, but the best team in CONCACAF. We win our game coming up against Vancouver, right? We win a game, and we're only 5 points off second place in the Western Conference, bro.
That's if they lose as well, no?
Well, they have 7. St. Louis has 7 games.
Yes,
So
yes,
if
you're
we
right,
if we
matches
win,
played. Yes.
we'll be 5 points off second place.
Yes.
So that's what I mean. Think about it, bro. Like
That's a
I
good
get
point.
it.
That's a good point.
I-
Always,
you know,
that's a good
think
point.
about it,
That's a
bro.
good point. That's
And
a
then
good
it, I think we're due. Everything is just so bad right now. Our players aren't scoring. We're not in good form. I think we're due that, and I think Wolf has no choice but to fix it. And I agree. We should set our expectations high, and we have no choice but to let Wolf cook it up, and hopefully no one puts tools down, bro.
Primo, same question goes to you, mate. Just like I asked these boys, mid-season, obviously Josh Wolf is gonna have time from the ownership, from the FO. They're gonna give him time. There's no relegation scare in MLS. But at the end of the season, if playoffs don't come, if results don't change, are you gonna be asking yourself, man, we do need a new coach? Thoughts on that?
For sure, man. I think it's just, I just don't know what's going on through his head right now. I wouldn't even. This is my perfect scenario. I wouldn't even mind seeing him leave halfway through the season. Use that month that we're playing Leagues Cup to either bring on our assistant coach who knows our system, who knows our tactics. Let him get comfortable with the team. Maybe you find someone in that month. Maybe you don't.
Okay.
But then you still move on with the assistant coach, and then we'll see what happens
Primo's
after
cooking with
that.
this.
That could be a good scenario, bro. Because that Leagues Cup, we're not gonna win that Leagues Cup, bro. Those 2 games
We have
that
an
we
easy
had,
group. We have an easy
Probably
group.
the easiest.
we can use
Probably.
them. We can use those 2
I mean,
teams.
we had the easiest draw too.
Those 2 games as like preseason games to get ready for the next half of the season.
Mm.
Because I even if we get through the group, bro, we got so many other teams that we're gonna have to play against to win that cup. So I don't even see that as something that we'll be able to
It's a
win.
very interesting.
I want to
point,
get into winning the MLS Cup, bro. That's what I want.
What's your expectation though? Okay, like our expectation, our goal, 6 games in the season. What is our goal, bro? Like, what is our expectation for a good season?
Playoffs, and then we'll see what
Okay,
goes from
is that
there.
the same thing for you, Bali?
Playoffs for me? Gotta make playoffs,
What is your expectation this season after what we've seen?
especially now that they made it easier.
Well, we have to make playoffs. That's
Okay.
that's
That's for sure.
1,000%.
Okay.
And at least if we don't make playoffs, I want to at
No,
least
but-
win the U.S. Open.
So your good season is if make playoffs is a good season, and if we don't win a U.S.
Well,
Open.
We have to look at it overall. What if we make playoffs but we're struggling, and then we go to playoffs?
Exactly, that's
and
what
we
I'm
get
saying. We're
embarrassed,
struggling now, bro.
You know?
So,
So do you want to go to playoffs looking like this?
is that your expectation? What's a great season then?
MLS Cup champions. That's a great season. But I mean, come on. Are we really in position right now to say that we're
No.
looking like a
No,
championship winning
no.
team? No. So that's why I put my expectations right now with this new system that we're trying to perfect. Danny's saying that I see ourselves just scraping playoffs, bro. Maybe 9, 8, 7, probably 6. But things are gonna get tougher because we're gonna try to find ourselves. But guess what? Other teams are also doing that too, bro. They're gonna get better themselves as well. They're not gonna wait for us to get better. Oh, okay, Austin's ready to play. Let's go. Nah, bro. Other teams are looking at us and looking at Q2, and they're saying that's 3-point lane right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just brought up the question as I wanted to see what y'all's expectation as far as having a good season for us is.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep that in mind as well. Like, okay, if making playoffs is a good season, then so far, I mean, we're in there.
Right now, I see
got
us
something to say, bro.
barely getting into playoffs, and then facing like a Seattle, LAFC, maybe
Oh,
maybe
it's a wrap.
maybe
It's a
LAFC away, another 3-0. And then we take it in the chin.
And it's also a crazy ass
That's what I see
playoff
right
format. It's best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, it is.
That's stupid. But what I was gonna say is we're here having this conversation. B was saying it's wild to
It's
be
wild,
talking
bro.
about that.
It's wild.
Imagine being RG Kevinicho.
Where's he at? Where's he
Kevinicho.
at?
You gotta screw it. Galaxy in the mud.
My
SKC in the
God.
mud. They only have 3 points. Portland in the mud. Colorado, who we struggle with, in the mud. But we're not too far from those guys. We're in 9th place right now.
We got a game
We're
in
still
hand,
in
though.
playoff spot. Real quick, score predictions for the Vancouver game. Bali. at home, 20,000 fans chanting, "Oh, dale ATX." Thoughts?
Man, it's crazy. I want to say I want to win. Because I always want to see my team win.
Gotta bounce back.
I love my team, but I see a draw all over this game.
Oh my days.
I see a draw all over this game. I want to win though. I'm hoping, I'm praying that we get a win. But to me, our home form hasn't been the best. So I see a draw. I see another draw.
Who do you want to see up front?
I would like to. You know what? I would
run Maxi again.
No, I would put G back in the front.
Oh, okay.
No.
So we're
Has
going
to
back
be
and forth.
It has to be Maxi. Stick Maxi. Stick with Maxi. My opinion, of course.
Maxi, what did he do as far as?
I mean, he didn't do much.
I think Maxi did pretty good.
I think
setting up
Zardes
other
does more
people,
off the ball, bro. I think Zardes
Where's-
does way more off the ball. And this is not a diss at Maxi at all. I want to see G as well. I want to see Jesus Zardes back.
For
but
me, it's more of a chemistry thing. I
get it.
think it's more of a chemistry thing. Mate con vos trio type stuff.
Okay.
For me, that's what it is. Score prediction B for the Vancouver game at home.
man, I'm 2-1 ATX.
2-1.
Yeah,
Safe one.
2-1.
Primo, score prediction.
2-1
so.
ATX.
I think it's gonna be
Run over.
1-0 ATX.
Gonna hit him
We
like a truck?
barely scrape
We're
by.
gonna hit him.
Gonna hit him like a truck.
We're gonna hit him with like a moped or something this
Ah.
time. Because
hey,
they have
yeah.
they have a midweek game.
Hey,
Yes,
Mopedo,
they do.
which
They
is
have a
LAFC.
midweek game, so we have to.
But they already lost that game though.
They also got slapped 3-0.
so they could
against
throw
LAFC.
they could throw on the bench and be like, you know what, just go out there and perform, kids.
Yeah, fuck it, we're out, right?
Yeah, we're out already.
Yeah.
At their home, they're not gonna beat them.
Yeah. Very
So-
interesting point there. So
but,
they might not even care about the midweek game. 100%.
Well, I mean, you don't know their mentality, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Just-
100%,
you don't know their mentality, bro.
100%.
I want all of us in this room right now to just imagine imagine a defeat at home next game. To Vancouver at home at the Q2.
How bad?
2-0.
2-0.
2-0 defeat. Okay, how did we look?
Horrible.
Horrible, no chances.
No chances.
Damn, that sucks.
Imagine how the fan base is going to. So all these people saying, pressure. We bring on the pressure.
The fans.
The fans. And this form is not acceptable.
It's not acceptable, mate.
It's
I
not
agree.
acceptable.
I agree, brother. I agree 100%, boys. On a more positive note, I do want to switch gears, and I want to give praise to not only give praise to the AustinFC 2 team, give praise to the U15 Academy, which today they won the GA Cup, the Generation Adidas Cup. They beat Philadelphia in penalties. The AustinFC keeper made the save. Stayed right in the middle and went right to his hands. Celebrated after that. It was scenes. The first time that AustinFC wins the Generation Adidas Cup at the U15 level, led by none other than Josh Wolf's son, Gavin Wolf, center back. And he did fantastic in this game, bro. Shout out to him. That U15 team has a lot of superstars. I want to send a shout out to Vigo Ortiz. He was the MVP of the tournament for Austin FC. That little kid, bro, or that man, I'm sorry. That man is a baller, bro. That man was a baller. Just shout out to the Austin FC team. Philadelphia beat Real Madrid in PKs. It was like a 7-round series PK shootout. But in the end, Austin FC is crowned champions. Real quick, boys, any thoughts or any praise for them? Big ups to their coach also, and Mr. Alex Olivares. B?
Yeah, man, that's great. I mean, look, the academy winning silverware, that's good. I mean, that's great. Hope there's some joy in this team, with Austin FC 2 and then the U15. So, yeah, happy for them. I wish them well. Hopefully they can build that up, and a lot of players, they see that and they mold it into next season as well.
Bali, we're having a center back crisis right now. Should we call up Josh Wolf's son, Gavin Wolf, to the first team?
Nah. You know what? Gavin Wolby's a good player, a great kid. But to me, I was very impressed with the Austin FC 2 game. We were
100%.
there. Great game. The guy CJ, Valentino L, David Rodriguez Vela. Scoring,
Belita, we gotta give him his flowers.
I see Kip Keller playing. He looks confident. He was celebrating with the team.
Way.
He looks happy, and that makes
He got
me
bailed
happy.
out, though.
He did.
He did. He called that penalty.
He did get a
Yeah,
penalty.
he did get a penalty,
That's
but
a
he
good point,
played
B.
well. He played well. Even Damian Loss is looking great as a goalkeeper. I mean, the guy, he's looking very, very solid. And, it just makes me happy. The guys, it just makes me happy that the future is bright for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If at any point, one of our main players gets injured, we could bring on a player from the academy.
That's
he
a
could
jump,
He could be a gem.
That's a big
He could
jump,
be
bro.
He could be a great star.
Yeah.
That is true. Go ahead.
That is a humongous jump. But also, I just want to say, too, that the home games, it was cold and wet. We were out there, and the games there are a vibe, bro. I mean, we've only been to 2, the Houston comeback this comeback, I mean, these guys are the comeback kids, bro. Like H said it over at the game. We can come back. We're a second half team, and it's a vibe going to the games. Palmer Field, man. You know, the pitch is right there, drinks, and it's a vibe, bro. I'm excited for next home game.
Shout out to the North End Pod boys. They got this really cool video, and in like the side of the video, you see us going mental, bro.
I was shaking the shit out of you, bro.
Dude, Primo was throwing his drink. It really looked like you too, bro.
Bro, he threw his Yeti cup. The lid flew. Like,
Are you serious?
It wasn't even like an open cup. It had a lid on it.
Oh my days, bro! But we
Yeah.
celebrated that goal like it was no
Like
tomorrow.
It was,
It
bro.
was cold, bro.
Yeah,
It was
cold,
rain,
rainy.
but the We're Austin TV boys, Top Flight boys, were still out there supporting the team.
North
bro.
End too, man. They're
North
out
End
there.
too. Shout out to North End too.
Hell yeah.
A lot of LV people were out there,
It's
and there
a
was a lot
vibe,
of
bro.
fans out there.
It's
bro, as
definitely
well.
a vibe.
I do want to send a shout out to Vela, who I think personally was the man of the match. It went to Alonso Ramirez, the kid that we got from Atlas on loan.
Great player.
He's not the captain, but he's the PK taker. I thought he was going to be captain. But Vela wins the PK that was scored by Alonso. And it was funny because B was like, shit header. And it was a very bad header.
Yeah.
It was a bad header because Vela, instead of heading it towards goal, he headed it like away
It was
from
a
goal.
horrendous header.
And it hit the Tacoma Defiance player's palm, and it was like
Wow.
a clear slap. Penalty, Austin FC, 2-player, Alonso Ramirez converts it, and it's 1-1. Now, it's funny because I told Zach from North End Pod, I told him, I was like, bro, if we get one, we get two. And at the very last minute, bro, in the dying, breaths of the match, Belita followed through on his toes. A shot by, I think it was Charlie Asensio, who did really good.
He did
bro.
great coming on.
He did great.
Yeah.
He came on for Chicture and put on an absolute shift on that left fullback side. Charlie Asensio gets a shot off. It kind of bounces before it gets to the keeper, which forces it to kind of bounce off of his chest. Vela on his toes finishes it, makes it 2-1. Austin FC win the game, bro. Austin FC 2. Another comeback win. Bali, thoughts on that?
It was a great game. We were there, man. We celebrated with the guys, and after, and it was just a great performance by the kids. Comeback kids.
Comeback kids.
And then Utley had this to say, Brett Utley, the gaffer for them. He says, the support here is fantastic. It continued from the first game we had in our history against Houston, and the support continued tonight. And again, you could feel the extra energy that they gave us as the game went on. It's great to celebrate with them. Talking about the home support.
Yeah. You know, also what I love too about the games is the banter, bro. The banter from our fans, bro, is crazy. Like
Those
in a good
kids
way.
are dumb.
It's hilarious. It's awesome. The vibe there is great. It's like it made me feel like you're in class again in high school. And everybody's just blurting out
High school games,
stuff.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a very fun vibe, bro. I can't,
Yeah.
just like you said, I can't wait for the
Can't
next
wait.
home game.
Yeah.
A lot of people were also hitting us up, DMing us, saying, hey, when is the next game? Yo, is this free? And actually, tickets aren't even that much. They're only $10, $12
yeah.
bucks. So it's actually a really good time. The players, I said this early this season. I said that these players are going to be maybe more exciting to watch than the first team. And as of right now,
They have been.
that has been. That is a true statement, 100%. I do want to point out, though, that my G De Anda hasn't made his debut yet.
For real, man.
But
What's going on?
I do want to point this out, and I was thinking about this today, bro. That left fullback side for this two team, I think, is the most talented.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Chicture and
Chicture,
and
Charlie,
yeah.
and Anthony. That's a stacked ass left fullback side,
yeah,
bro.
it is.
And and he's also very young. But if there's any young soccer players listening to this right now, if you're not being chosen to the team as frequent, I guess, as you would like, just keep on working.
Yeah.
Just keep on working hard. And whenever you get that debut, take advantage of it and don't let it slip. That's what I'm gonna say, boys. Anything else you want to add on the Austin FC segment?
Hey, pray. Say a
Pray?
prayer. Say a prayer.
Say a
When you
prayer.
go to, every time you go to sleep at night, say a prayer. Say a prayer for your family, for your loved ones, but also for Austin FC.
We need it.
Cause we need it bad.
We need it.
Bad.
Bounce back Vancouver. Bounce back Galaxy. Bounce back San Jose. And I forget who we play after that. Dallas after San Jose. Just like you said, that's gonna be the final test for Josh.
Derby at home. You take the W. Make us happy, man. If you take the L,
You said strike one. Hercules Gomez said strike two. So we'll see if maybe strike three is coming up for Wolf. I don't know, mate. We'll see. Are we going to touch up on Europe, boys?
We can, yeah.
Real quick, I do want to touch up on Arsenal today.
Yeah.
They let the win slip through their fingers, through their hands.
What a game, though, bro.
Up
Yeah,
2-0.
great game.
Up 2-0 against Liverpool at Anfield. Very difficult stadium. They let it slip. Liverpool tied up 2-2. And now the question is, are Arsenal going to be able to win the league?
well, I'm still confident. I'm not losing confidence until I see it on the table and I say, you know what? Okay, we're done. It's over. I'm still confident that we'll win the league. You know, it was a great game today. I mean, what both talents on both fields. You know, it's just amazing. Liverpool's also a very, very good team. You know, right now they're struggling. You know, but don't forget that they were at a Champions League final not too long ago against Real Madrid. You know, this team is a great team. Don't sleep on them either.
Undeserved, by the way.
Especially what?
They shouldn't have been there at all.
Yeah, sure.
They're not a final team. Go ahead.
They play at Anfield. You know how it is at Anfield. You know, it's a tough crowd.
You'll never walk alone, crowd. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, you destroyed them. Real Madrid destroyed them.
100%.
But you know,
Mickey Mouse Stadium.
Yeah, I mean, levels, right?
Mickey Mouse Stadium.
Levels, right?
Levels.
Okay, you know,
levels.
I'll give it to you.
And they went up 2-0 in that, right? If I'm not mistaken, they went up 2-0.
yeah.
They
But a
did.
bit on the game, dude. Ramsdale, bro.
Yeah,
Ramsey.
Aaron.
Courtois final performance type shit.
Aaron Casillas.
Aaron
Casillas.
Aaron Casillas.
Aaron Casillas.
Aaron Casillas.
Aaron Casillas.
Yeah,
man.
I like
Straight
that.
up.
I like that.
Aaron Casillas.
He saved y'all from that point, bro.
100%.
It's on him. You know how Stewart saved us in Colorado?
Yes.
He saved y'all right here, bro.
And it's not even like funny. It's not even like a joke to say that Ramsdale saved y'all, bro. He saved Arsenal from that defeat off the goal line in the last minute.
Bro, Liverpool were on that ass.
They
bro.
were. And
They were
that's
on that
that's
ass.
why when the season's done, mate, you're getting yourself a new contract. You know, give him 150,
He might
200
go.
a week.
He might go to the MLS and lose his spot to Matt Turner.
What?
He could.
What? Are you mad?
Matt Turner. Matt Turner's climbing the ranks.
Moron.
No, actually,
Moron.
I really like.
Moron. Are you a moron?
Nah, but it was a Liverpool, a great team. You know, we were playing good first half. They took over second half. Ramsdale saved us. You know, but we take the 1 point. You know. And we keep fighting, you know. The league it's in our it's in our hands.
Hey, bro, City win that Brighton game, bro, and it's down to 3 points.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
hey,
gonna be tough.
Hey,
it's gonna be tough.
shaky
hey,
boots.
It's gonna be tough.
hey,
It's gonna be tough.
can
And I'm
these
shaking-
youngins deal with
and
that,
I'm shaking
brother?
like this, and I'm shaking all over the place.
Look at that.
But you know, I'm confident, bro. I'm confident. It's
Arsenal
now or never,
slip.
mate.
Arsenal slip right there. That's a big slip. We're going to see just how important that is later on. I do want to shift gears and talk about Chelsea. B, a lot of people have been wondering how you've been, mate. Graham Potter sacked. Super Frank has been rehired. We really need to get your thoughts, mate, because there's a lot of Chelsea fans in the AustinFC community that also are part of the Bryans Bros, and they want word from their general. What is going on right now, bro?
A lot of stuff has been happening since we were last on the pod, especially last on the studio. Yeah, Potter sacked after falling to 11th, losing to West Ham. Or what was it, Villa? Man, so much has been happening already. But, you know, I was back in Potter, bro. You know,
Hey Harry, where are you?
Look, man, the club,
Harry, where are you?
I think the club, the ownership looks just horrible, bro. It looks bad for Bowley, sacking him after keeping him for so long, suffering with him, saying we're gonna back this guy, we're gonna back him, and then you sack him. I think a lot has to do with just the stature of the club. Like, I think Bowley wants to say, you know, like, there's standards here. I know Roman's not here and he had standards, but at least he wants to try to keep those standards, and then you get sacked. Like, it was a little weird to me. I'm gonna be honest. I get it that we needed something new and the performances are horrible. Chelsea has become a club that are just boring to watch now, bro. And you know,
Is this true right here, B?
What
Chelsea players are angry at their limp defeat to Wolves, claims Conor Gallagher.
I'm sure they're more than angry, bro.
Connor, watch your mouth, bro. Watch your mouth, Connor. Watch your mouth, Connor.
But then Frank Lampard coming in, it was even more crazier to me. Like, to be honest, I'm like, what? Intern manager Frank Lampard coming in. You know, that's super Frank. You know what I mean? I'm gonna back him. Legend to the club. I love Frank Lampard. Obviously, I think he's been a better player than he has been a coach so far. But guess what? I'm going to get behind Super Frank, and then the Wolves game was just dreadful, bro. Dreadful.
Is this true from the Mirror? I mean, the Mirror, I don't know. It says Frank Lampard blasts Chelsea stars and issues clear demand after loss to Wolves.
Oh, my God. Look at that
Oh,
clickbait-ass title. Look at that
Clickbait.
clickbait. Are we just reading headlines, bro? What?
Frank.
What? What is
Three
that?
arrested over homophobic chants at Wolves versus Chelsea 13 hours ago from Routers. That is not okay.
That's bad, bro.
That's
But look,
bad.
bro, back, you know, we got Madrid coming up, bro.
Yes,
And
we're going to talk about Madrid.
you know, we went to a back four. Frank Lampard changed it up. N'Golo Kante didn't really play. We're saving him for the Madrid derby. This is all we have left, bro. As a Chelsea fan, as this club, the only thing left is the Champions League. We're not. It doesn't. Let's face it. I don't think we're gonna be in Europe next year through the league. We're not gonna be. Not even in the Conference League, bro. Like, so. that's out of the question. We're trying to get in good form. Hopefully, we play Arsenal. Hopefully, we can spoil their fun and cause them to slip when we play. But anything else is going to come down to the Champions League game, and that's all we got. So I'm excited to because look, there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna watch this Chelsea club literally give everything, bro, and I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what Frank Lampard has in store. A lot of I'm going through it in the group chats. It's crazy, bro. It's toxic right now with the Chelsea stuff. But I doubled down. I'm sending Frank Lampard pictures and everything, and
Super Frank. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Primo, I want to get you in, mate. We're going to shift to Real Madrid and La Liga in Spain. We got some notes here from Eric, the Top Flight Podcast stat and topic contributor. We're going to get some more from him midweek. It says that Madrid a la final. Madrid beat Barcelona after 3 L's in a row. 4-0 remontada, leaving the aggregate 4-1. Madrid will play Osasuna in the final on May the 6th. Benzema is the first Madrid player to score a hat trick at the Camp Spotify Camp Nou since Frederic Puskás in 1963. Wow.
That's old, man. That's a long time ago.
Greece never scored a hat trick at the Camp Nou, huh? I think he only scored a brace. If anything.
I think it's just been brace.
Wow. Interesting stat there. Appreciate that, Eric. We also have here, after a Classico, Benzema has 2 back-to-back hat tricks, the first time he's done that in his career. Barcelona have only conceded 9 goals this La Liga campaign. Madrid has scored 9 goals against them in all competitions this season. We got a question here for Primo. It says, Primo, if Madrid wins the Copa del Rey but no Champions League, is it a successful season, yes or no?
Yes. Because of
I
how
agree.
because of how bad we're doing.
I agree 100%.
Because of how
100%.
bad we're doing in the league right now.
And because we haven't won Copa del Rey in so long.
Yeah, bro, I've been wanting that for such a long time.
Last time was when Bale scored that goal against Bartra.
10 years ago.
10 years ago, bro. It was 13-14 if I'm not mistaken.
So you don't care about the Champions League.
We've won it 14 times, bro.
I care about it, but if we don't
He just asked them
win it.
If they don't win the Champions League, but they only win Copa del Rey, to them, that's a good season.
That's a good season.
The thing is, though, a lot of fans see the Champions League in a different light that Real Madrid fans see the Champions League.
For
us, it's like, okay, you know what? This season we can actually cool off Champions League. But for other teams, this is their bread and butter. Just like B was saying, this is their only chance of getting back into Europe. For us, it's like we got Champions League wrapped up.
Yeah,
we can take off.
Nice. Must
you
be
know
nice.
What I'm saying?
Must be nice.
Well, I mean, it just says a lot about the league, you know.
Yeah, it really does. Honestly.
All right. On that, we also got a note real quick that Valverde might be charged by the Spanish police. The player that he punched from Villarreal pressed charges today, and I think Valverde is talking with the authorities right now. No.
Speaking of that, can we bring up the score? What was the score in that game?
I actually have no idea.
If you punch a player, you should be charged.
We're not gonna mention what the
Oh, okay. So y'all lost 3-2.
We're not gonna mention it. We're not gonna mention it.
So y'all lost 3-2 in the league.
We don't care about the league. We're 12 points behind. Why should we care? Copa del Rey, Champions League coming up. That's it, bro.
So coming off L. Okay. And Valverde getting. I think 12 months suspension sounds right.
No, I think
12 months suspension.
There was something that the Villarreal player said to Valverde.
Oh, really?
But we don't know if it's true or not. It's just, people are saying that that's what we don't know.
Let's read some
true
headlines. Let's read some headlines, just like we did Chelsea.
The rumor is that the Villarreal player in the past made fun of Valverde for his unborn son. Valverde lost a baby. His wife lost a baby, and supposedly the Villarreal player made a comment towards that, saying something like, "Get up." After making like a tackle, something about get up, just like how your son's not gonna get up. So something like that. Cry, just like how your son's not gonna cry now that he's on board.
But is that true?
That's a headline.
Is that
right
true?
There.
Real Madrid's Federico Valverde reportedly punches Villarreal player after match over taunt about unborn child.
Yeah, you get stuck for that, brother.
You get stuck for that,
You get stuck for that.
And the Villarreal player today in Spain went to the authorities and officially denounced Fede Valverde. And Fede Valverde is cooperating with the authorities, saying, "Yeah, I fucking stuck him."
Yeah, you get stuck for saying that, bro.
Yeah, chat shit get banged.
Chat should get banged.
Chat shit get banged, bro. Chat shit get banged. Boys, is there anything we can add on to the podcast?
Man, we'll talk more Champions League during midweek, man. We'll be back midweek.
Yeah,
so,
we'll be back with Eric. Gonna have Scott on there as well. B on there as well.
Champions League
talk. It's gonna be
talk.
fun. Midweek episode of the Top Flight Podcast coming soon. On that note, I want to say thank you to everybody that follows us, subscribes to our podcast. If you can please share with your friends, share with your coworkers, whatever. We appreciate all the love and support you'll send our way already anyways. B, anything else you want to add on that?
I just want to say, let's have faith. Let's believe in the squad. Let's back the guys. Let's just push forward, man. We move.
Rigoni, no goal in a year. Bali,
Madre mía.
anything else you want to say, mate?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, just stay blessed, people. You know, I love all the fans. Thank you for supporting me. You know, I see y'all online. You know, thank you for supporting me. You know, I'm here. I'm here. I'm the voice of the people. I'm here to speak the truth and the truth only. And the truth might hurt, but it's okay to hear the truth sometimes.
And I was down bad after the game, dude. I was, I had a couple beers. I was kind of drunk on Twitter. Everybody coming at me. I'm like, damn, bro. I got a little taste of that.
Yeah, bro. You should be down, bro. You should be, bro.
I was, brother. I feel better.
All right, G. Well, on that note, we're off, y'all. It's been another episode of the Top Flight Podcast. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and we'll be back with more. Let's go.